Hello everybody, welcome to lesson 9 where we ask questions. A very good way to practice your English, especially if you have a friend to do it with. If you'd asked me yesterday what I was doing, I would have been able to tell you I'm up in a helicopter, which was my first time and very exciting. So let's have a look. We'll do the first one. Here's Clovis. Clovis, you say, hang on, I've just lost my place now. Hello, teacher. How are you doing? Watch TV, listen to radio, read TV newspapers in English. You believe that helps develop language? Thanks a lot. And your teacher has replied, Clovis. Hello, teacher. How are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. Are you watching TV, listening to the radio, reading a newspaper? I'm watching the news on TV. I don't know why, because it's always depressing. Do you believe that doing these things can help in language development? I think it can if you engage with it. Thanks a lot. That was very good, Clovis. And let's have a look at Azar. He says, Hi Lynn, how are you? Myself Azar from India. I am glad to learn English by your forum. What's the better sentence to ask anyone about their country like, where are you from? Or from where you are? And where are you come from? Or maybe where do you live? Lots of different ways of putting it, Azar, and basically we'd understand you if you used any of them, but obviously some are better used than others. So Lynn says, Hello Azar, I'm fine, thanks. Welcome to the lessons. Here's your first correction. Hi Lynn, how are you? I'm Azar from India. I am happy because I am learning English through your forum. What's the better way to ask someone about their country? Where are you from? Or from where you are? Or where are you come from? Or maybe where do you live? Well, where are you from? Where do you come from? Equals where were you born or raised? Where do you live? Equals what's your address? I'm not sure about that, Azar. I ask people where do you live in terms of, just a general location. So someone might say London or New York. Anyway, here we go. Who should we have next? Let's have a look. Nazaruddin. Let's have a look. It's a short one here. Hi teacher, how are you? I need a teacher. Are you free? And Lynn replies, Hi Nazaruddin, perfect post, well done. Here are your answers. Hi teacher, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. I need a teacher. Are you free? I am at the moment, but I'm about to go out for a walk with my dog. And Ava, let's have a look what you said. Hi Lynn, how are you? What are you doing? How long are you been teaching English? And English is your first language? If not, what is your first language? And how long are you learnt English? That's a really good try, Ava. I understood exactly what you were trying to say, even if it's not totally grammatically correct. Hello, Ava. I'm very well, thank you. Good post, well done. Here's your correction along with your answers. Hi, Lynn. How are you? What are you doing? I'm correcting your post and listening to the radio. How long... that should be have you been teaching English, not are you been teaching English. And Lynn replies, I started teaching in about 1998. Is English your first language? Yes. If not, what is your first language? It is, but I'm learning German. And how long have you been learning English? Well, I've been learning German for over 10 years, which is probably why I'm so patient with people who are learning English. And she is patient, isn't she, folks? So let's have a look. Andre, you said, Hi teacher, what are you doing right now? Where do you come from? Is cold or hot in your country? And Lynn's replied, "Hi Andre, here's your correction along with your answers. Hi teacher, what are you doing right now? I'm answering your questions whilst watching Coast Australia. Where do you come from? I come from the UK. Is it hot or cold in your country? It varies. The UK has a temperate climate, so it's not often extremely hot. There is a saying, if you don't like the weather, wait for a bit, it will change." Certainly does, Andre. It's very changeable. And Zaleka, she writes, "What music are you listening this summer to? Do you feel a summer spirit now? Music and food always help me feel a summer's spirit. I'm eating baked potatoes from the bonfire and listening to the radio tonight. I'm happy. Have a good weekend." What a lovely picture you paint, Anzelika. And Lynn says, "Here's your correction along with your answers. Hi Lynn, what music are you listening to this summer?" And there shouldn't be a "to" after that either. What music are you listening to this summer? Yeah, ignore that last "to" at the end of that sentence, Anzelika. At the moment, I'm listening to a mixture of music from Glastonbury, from Anna Calvi to Manic Street Preachers. Here's one set, and she gives you a YouTube link. I like the Manic Street Preachers, but I'm not sure I know Anna Calvi, so I might have a look at that in a minute. Do you feel summery now? Right now? I'm afraid not. It's turned quite cool and rained for much of the weekend. Music and food always helps me feel the spirit of summer. I'm eating baked potatoes from the bonfire and listening to the radio tonight. I'm happy. Sounds great. Have a good weekend. You too. Brilliant, brilliant. That's a slightly complicated one. Okay, let's have a look at Paul here. He says, "Hi teacher, good afternoon. I would like to know, what do you do after seeing the progress and improve of you students? Thanks of all, and I hope that you have a great week." Lynn replies, "Hello Paul, welcome to the network. When I see a student has improved, it makes me happy. I don't think I do anything in particular, although I do cheer and clap when they correct themselves in reading sessions. Here's your correction. Good afternoon, teacher. I would like to know what you do when you see the progress and improvement of your students. Thanks for everything. I hope that you have a great week." Tony, let's have a look. I think we must have missed Shilpa. Sorry, Shilpa. Right, Tony says, "I'm actually working right now, and I'm of course answering the question that was given above. I'm also sharing this site to some of my friends here, and I'm telling them that it was enjoying and exciting. How about you, teacher? What are you doing right now? Thanks, thanks, thanks." That's nice to say thank you. Tony, Lynn replies for you, "You're welcome. I hope your friends enjoy the site as much as you. Here's your correction. Hi, teacher. I'm actually working right now and, of course, I'm answering the question asked above. I'm also sharing this site with some of my friends here, and I'm telling them that it is enjoyable and exciting. How about you, teacher? What are you doing right now? Thanks, thanks, thanks." Lovely stuff. Right, Ming, let's have a look what you said. Hi, teacher. What are you usually doing at night? I'm taking care of my baby every night. He is 2 years old. After dinner, when my wife doing housework, I'm playing game with my son. Then I doing housework, my wife telling stories to the baby. You need a full stop in there somewhere, Ming. Lynn says, "Hi, Ming. Here's your correction along with your answers. Hi, teacher. What do you usually do at night? I must take care of my baby every night. He is only 2 years old, and after dinner, while my wife does the housework, I play games with my son. Then I do some housework while my wife tells stories to the baby." Lynn says, note here, you haven't developed a feel for the present continuous yet. Don't worry about it, just carry on to lesson 14, then come back here and try again. Okay, Ming, so have you done lesson 14 and are you going to come back and see us again? Lovely. Well done, everybody. That's really fabulous work. And I will try and do lesson 10 rather quicker than I've done lesson 9. Take care.